Hi, how are you today? I'm Dawn from Just Doing My Best. Let's create a super simple summer makeup look step by step. I started out with a spritz of my Milani setting spray. In this video here, I talked all about the proper way to use makeup setting spray. And I am not going to put SPF on. I have spoken before that I like to combine my sunscreen with my makeup. So my next step, I'm going to use a primer with an SPF of 30. Now I could absolutely let that setting spray be my primer, but since I'm not going to apply sunscreen, I'm going to let the SPF in my next two products be my sun protection. If you want to skip primer and this is the time that you would apply your regular sunscreen, absolutely. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply what I think is the best blurring makeup primer for mature skin. I love this so much. This retails for about $13. And of course, I will link everything down in the description below. This is pretty new this year, and has quickly become one of my very favorite affordable makeup products. I've already applied my primer with SPF 30. Now I'm going to apply a foundation also with SPF. I've been going back and forth all summer long between the Misha M Perfect Cover BB Cream with SPF 42. This is a little bit more moisturizing. So on these super hot, humid days, it is very hot and just soupy where I live. So this is a little bit more moisturizing. So today I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear with SPF 25. And my color is 411. I don't want to do a lot with my eyebrows today because we're trying to keep things super simple. I do have my eyebrows microbladed. One of the things that I'm going to use is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I use the color Taupe, and I'm just going to put one or two strokes in at the very front of my brow. That's it. And then I'm going to put something on to lock them in place, and I'll show you that in a minute. Couple of strokes in the front of each brow, that's it. And now I'm going to use the NYX Brow Glue, a couple of different shades that this comes in. So if you needed to give your brows just a little body and lock them in place, then absolutely look for the tinted or the colored version of this. Now I'm going to apply color corrector and concealer. If you're looking around my eyes thinking, oh, Dawn, that's not pretty, I always leave off foundation directly above and directly below my eyes. Our skin around our eyes is so thin and can only take so much. And so that I'm not applying layer upon layer upon layer of makeup just above and just below my eyes, I leave out foundation. And I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener in the color Fair. If you're not using a color corrector and you're over 40, over 50, you have a lot of darkness and a lot of redness, please watch this video here. I feel like you're missing out if you're not using a color corrector. You'll use so much less concealer. The concealer that I'm using is the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer with hyaluronic acid, and it's waterproof. I'm not entirely sure what color I'm using. 002 Neutral Ivory. Concealer is on. We're going to set that with a little bit of setting powder. And if you've never seen me apply my makeup before, I always like my makeup to look like my skin, but better. Today to set my makeup, I'm using the Morphe Bake and Set Powder, and I'm using the color Brightening Pink. I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow anyway, so this works really well for this simple makeup look. But I'm going to use just a single pot color from Ulta, just one of their store colors. This color is called Coconut. I'm just going to apply it all the way from my lash to my brow. To give myself a little bit of color, I'm going to use a Wet n Wild blush in the color Pinch Me Pink. To give myself more of a rosy glow, I apply just a little bit on the brow bone, and I try to keep things high on the cheek, just below the eye, concentrating really in the middle of my eye, moving out and up. At this point, you could absolutely go ahead and just apply mascara. Not having any eyeliner really makes your eyelashes look a lot longer. I want to add just a little something without spending a lot of time or a lot of effort. So I'm going to take a bronzer that I have, and this is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. I'm going to take just a little pencil brush and just line my eyes. Setting spray again before mascara and lips. The mascara I'm using today, well, the mascara I use most days, is the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. I'm not going to use a lip liner because, again, we're trying to keep things super simple, but I do need some color. Since I have some foundation on my lips, I do need to give my lips a little bit of color. So I'm going to use the ColourPop Lippy Stick, and I love this one. Nice neutral color in the color Oh Snap, but let me show you what I will use in a little bit. A little later, when I just want to throw something on my lips, I'm going to use the Neutrogena Moisture Shine Lip Soother with SPF 20. And they call it a hydrogel. And this color is just called Gleam. I love this. It's a very barely there, pretty much a clear color. So this is very nice to give yourself a fuller lip look because it's very clear, but also Give your lips an SPF when you've been eating and drinking all day and this all gets worn off. You can still add a little bit of SPF and a little bit of color or pop to your lips later on in the day. Thank you for getting ready with me. I hope that you really enjoyed this super simple summer makeup look. And bonus, everything was super affordable. I will link everything down in the description below. Come over and find me on Facebook or Instagram at Just Doing My Best. Go out today and be blessed and do your best.